Good morning, everybody. Lone Wolf Rick here. It is a Wednesday morning here in Las Vegas as we're getting ready to approach the weekend here, President's Day weekend. But for now, you can see the strip is pretty empty. So we kind of take a look around here. Currently here in Las Vegas, 9 a.m. at the start of this video. 55 degrees is your temperature right now, and they're looking for a high of 66. So they've actually increased that a few degrees. It's like over what they were projecting. And the wind's blowing about 15 to 20 miles per hour today. So we do have a pretty good breeze going on, and a lot different than last night. I hope you all saw my video from last night where we had snow here in Las Vegas. Believe it or not, it's like I was at the right place, right time, captured some of it, and that snow lasted, I would imagine, about, I don't know, 5 minutes or so, where it was coming down, and then the snow turned into rain. A little homage to Dan Fogelberg there, but yeah, it was something else. And like I said, I think in Oklahoma, it probably would have been like hail, probably, but here it was pretty mushy. So it was little snowballs just like coming down, which was very cool actually. So the different weather here. Now it's like it's supposed to be kind of in this temperature range. It's like all the way through the weekend, which would be very nice. It'll be a nice President's weekend. But starting next week, starting Monday, there's another front moving in, and the temperatures are looking for the high anyway to be like right around probably the high 50s, and in the morning times will be probably like the low to mid 30s. So another front moving through next week. I don't know if there's any moisture they're projecting in that. I can tell you it's like here in Las Vegas, it's like we could use some rain, but so far there hasn't been really any this year. We had a couple of little spurts, earlier in the year, earlier in January, but that was kind of it. It didn't really measure to a whole lot. So it'll be it's an interesting time here. It's like Super Bowl weekend provided huge numbers. It's like for the casinos, the Wynn properties. Some of the executives issued some statements yesterday that was saying it's like they can see their foot traffic or the traffic in their properties. It's like going up. So they seem to be very happy. They kind of stopped short of saying that Las Vegas was totally back, but they said they were happy. It's like with the growth that's been going on here at their properties. So I guess that's a good thing, and hopefully it's like the momentum from the Super Bowl carries forward to this weekend. President's Weekend's a pretty good weekend for Las Vegas also. 3-day weekend, and I think it will hopefully transform to that. And then it's like after that, it's like you're coming up in March and you got NASCAR weekend, which is always a big weekend here in Las Vegas too. So a lot of things happening here, and a lot of looks like positive stuff going on here in Vegas to try to get business back to normal. Plus it's like I know the convention industry, from what I've been reading, is very happy that the governor rescinded the mask mandate. So it's like hopefully a lot of the conventions will start coming back. Hopefully it's like kind of some big concerts start coming back, and we do have 2 big concerts coming up, not this weekend but the following weekend, both of them at Allegiant Stadium. So we get 2 concert stadiums coming up at Allegiant. Like I said, next Friday night, it's like Metallica will be at Allegiant Stadium for a big stadium show, and then Saturday night, the day after that, Billy Joel will be doing a big stadium show. So a lot of things happening, a lot of positive things seem to be happening here in Las Vegas. So we'll keep our fingers crossed, and hopefully it's like you see those coronavirus numbers start to keep rescinding and everything, before Vegas will continue to grow this year. On the other end of that, it's like Jean, Nevada, which is what, about 20 miles, 25 miles outside of Las Vegas, heading towards Primm, Nevada, and the California state line on Interstate 15. There's a property out there, and that's called Terribles. And we did a video this past summer from out there. That's one of those properties that never opened up, and after the pandemic, it just kind of stayed closed. And they had that there, and there's also, it's like on the other side of the street of that is the world's largest Chevron station. I think 96 pump Chevron station with big convenience store and everything. We did a video on that also. This was last summer, so that's in our video collection if you want to go back and take a look at those. But it was announced that that property out there is not going to reopen. The owners of it have decided to just keep it shuttered. And then the news came out that the property has been sold, but it's been sold to a guy that's going to turn it into an industrial park. And so eventually that casino will be torn down. It'll be no more. So a lot of memories that people have, driving back and forth from California, driving in, it's kind of like one of those stops to go in, get something to eat. I can tell you they had a fantastic prime rib special out there. When I worked out at Primm, you ever stop in there, a few times. It's like would eat in the coffee shop. Very, very good prime rib special. So those are memories that a lot of people will have, but that property will eventually be torn down and gone away. So there was a time when there were actually two properties. It's like in Jean, it's like one was on the one side of the street. It's like, the Terribles property, and it was called the Gold Strike back in the 90s. And then on the other end, it's like was Nevada Landing, which was kind of like a showboat type theme. And both those properties did very well for a time. And but then eventually, there were some plans. It's like that they were going to build some residential areas and some shopping and everything out there. So the site where Nevada Landing was, it's like they tore that casino down to start working on, it's like on the residential area and stuff. And then the recession hit, and people backed out of deals, and that property just vanished, and the land just sat empty forever. And now it's like, with the Gold Strike on the other end, or the Terribles, going to go away. It's like that'll just be one more memory. It's like for the state of Nevada, where Jean, Nevada used to be a player in the gaming industry, but no more. Basically, it'll vanish into memories. All right, so what else is going on? Like I said, we're coming up on President's Weekend. It's like on Friday we'll take a look at the weekend room rates, and we'll take a look at some of the concert shows. It's like that'll be here. Realistically, we've got no big shows this weekend, but we do have a group like Chicago is going to be at the Venetian. Luke Bryan has his show that's going on at the Resorts World. So it's Shania Twain, it's at Planet Hollywood. So there's a few of those artists that's like that are doing their residency shows and stuff here. So we'll take a look at that. Maybe take a look at the ticket prices and see what that looks like for a holiday weekend. All right, everybody. I think that's going to do it for this video. You kind of see it's like a little bit of movement on the leaves of these trees here. It's supposed to be about 15 to 20 mile per hour winds today, but 66 degree temperature, so it's going to be fairly nice here in Las Vegas. Everybody take care of yourselves, okay? And y'all stay healthy, and we'll see you in the next video. Take a look one last time. It's like over here, get that Racing Cane's open. All right, everybody, take care. Bye-bye, everybody.